Good day again. So today I am going to continue our lessons regarding uncertainty and error analysis. So now let us proceed to the rules showing the relationship between the uncertainty and significant figures if you are going to report it in your final answers. So there are different rules. The first rule is any value reported as the result of a measurement should contain only digits that are known exactly, plus a final digit which is associated with some uncertainty. It means na kung ano talaga ang exact number of decimal places reported in the measured value provided, yun talaga ang dapat sundin na number of decimal places sa final answer, together with its known uncertainty. But if the uncertainty is not yet specified, it is assumed to be in a positive negative 1 in the final digit. So for example, your mass of pencil is 10.94 grams. So since ang measured value given is 10.94 grams, kailangan susundin mo talaga ang exact measurement niya. Pero when it comes to its given uncertainty, which is positive negative 0.03 grams, kailangan yung kanyang decimal places ay the same sa decimal places ng measured value. So this is the correct way of writing your final answer. 10.94 grams, positive negative 0.03 grams. Unlike in the length of the desk written here, which is 1.88239 meters, positive negative 0.3049 meters, the length of the desk has 5 decimal places, while in the uncertainty it is only 4 decimal places, which does not coincide with each other. So kung 5 decimal places yung measured value, kailangan yung measured value mo din kailangan yung decimal places mo rin sa uncertainty mo will be 5 decimal places. Next rule. What about if your data are combined? What will happen to the uncertainties? So when the data points are combined, the uncertainties associated with those points accumulate. So based on this rule, there are 4 rules also being applied, which pertains to the different mathematical operations. So the first is, when your data are added or subtracted, your absolute uncertainties are added. So for example, 71 grams positive negative 2 grams plus 68 grams positive negative 1 gram. So we have 2 datas. So para ma-combine sila, you just add the given measured value and also add the given absolute uncertainties. So your final answer will be 140 grams positive negative 3 grams. So kung ano yung number of significant figures sa measured value, ganun din yung magiging final answer mo. Kung ano yung number of significant figures in your uncertainties, ganun din sa final answer mo, if you are using the data of absolute uncertainties. Another example, if you are going to subtract, so you subtract the measured value and still add the absolute uncertainties. So 71 minus 68 is 3 grams. Then 2 plus 1 is also 3 grams. So your measured value will be 3.0 grams, positive negative 3 grams. Okay, next. In rule number 2, when your data are multiplied or divided, your relative uncertainties naman are added. So by the way, in your study guide, please change the letter B into multiply or divide. Kasi yung nakalagay dyan sa study guide nyo is still add or subtract in letter B. Now, when your data are multiplied or divided, the relative uncertainties are added. So based on the example a while ago, 71 positive negative 2 meters times 68 positive negative 1 meters. Meters ang gagamitin nating units. So to get the answer, you need to multiply the measured value. So 71 meter times 68 meter. So the total measured value is 4,828 meters squared. And then, if you're going to approximate it using two significant figures, it will be 4,800 meter squared. Ito yung gagamitin natin as your final answer. But, if you are going to use the total measured value in the process or solutions, kailangan natin gamitin yung original answer niya, which is 4,828 meters squared. Okay? Final answer lang yung approximation. Is it clear? Pero kung sa solving or sa processes or solutions, kailangan yung original na final answer yung ilalagay natin, which is the 4,828 meters squared. Okay? Next. To get its relative uncertainty, following the rules, 2 divided by 71 meter times 100 plus 1 divided by 68 meters times 100. So we will going to write down all the digits, and then the final answer will be 4.29748965%, or it is equivalent to 4%. Okay? So in the relative uncertainty, following the rules in percent, nasabi doon from the previous rule na kung yung percent niya is greater than 2%, your relative uncertainty must be reported into one significant figures. Pero kung less than 2% siya, yung relative uncertainty mo, your uncertainty must be reported into two significant figures. So since this is greater than 2, it will be rounded off to one significant figures. Pero sabi ko rin kanina, if you are going to use the relative uncertainty into solutions, kailangan natin gamitin yung original na relative uncertainty niya, which is not yet approximated, para ma-prevent yung mga errors. Okay? So your total relative uncertainty will be 4,800 positive negative 4%. Ito na yung kanyang final answer, which is estimated following the number of significant figures. Now, if you are going to get its absolute uncertainty using the relative uncertainty original, which is not yet solved, your absolute uncertainty will be 4.29748965% divided by 100 times 4,828. So your relative uncertainty will be 207.4828 meters squared, or approximately 200 meter squared, since one significant figure lang yung given sa problem. So your total absolute uncertainty will be 4,800 positive negative 200 meter squared. Next, what about if you are going to divide? So 71 positive negative 2 meters divided by 68 positive negative 1 meter. So your total measured value will be 1.0441175, or approximately 1.0. Wala na siyang unit kasi kapag nagde-divide ka ng dalawang values with unit, the unit will be subtracted. Kaya cancelled na yung mga units. Then to get the relative uncertainty, same din sa rules. So since the same lang yung given natin na measured values at uncertainty, your relative uncertainty will still be equal to 4%. So the total relative uncertainty will be 1.0 positive negative 4%. To get your absolute uncertainty, you divide the original relative uncertainty into 100 and multiply it by the original measured value. So the absolute uncertainty will be 0.0447664362 or approximately 0.04 with one significant figures. So your total absolute uncertainty will be 1.0 positive negative 0.04. Now based on the rule 2, when you are adding or subtracting many datas, you need to report your answer into the least number of significant figures. So this is how you're going to report your final answer. For example, you have 3 datas. So you add this, your final answer is 122.794 grams or approximately 123 grams based on the least number of significant figures. Dito naman sa kabila, this is the incorrect way kasi we follow the highest number of significant figures, which is dapat yung least number of significant ang ginagamit. So is it clear? Okay, so for clarifications, you can PM me in Messenger or Edmudo. So this is the end of our second part video about uncertainties and error analysis. So see you on the third part of the video.